Okay everybody, I just want to give you a little driving tour of the farm. So here we are on Highway 51 heading into good old Love Road into the Love community, just south of Hernando, Mississippi, and just north of Coldwater and Senatobia in Tate County. We're in DeSoto County, the very southern part of DeSoto County in Mississippi, south of Memphis, Tennessee. And here we are at the entrance to the property as we turn in off of Love Road. You can see some of the donkeys and miniature horses and petting zoo animals in the pasture to our left. The pony pasture is over on our right. I'm not sure if we'll get a glimpse of them or not, but let's keep an eye out for them just in case. We've got a new baby pony, Diamond, that was just born here recently, and he'll be a huge hit this fall when we open for the fall season in the petting zoo. So at the split back there to the left goes up to the old farmhouse, and here we are going up the hill. The main entrance, the road splits again here. The left is going to be kind of your service entrance that we shut off when we're open to the public, and now we're heading out towards the parking lot area. You can see the parking lot over on the right and the admissions entrance area. As we pass through that, we will head on through where the haunted hayride and the daytime pumpkin patch hayrides load and unload. Of course, the Yankees call them hayrack rides. We call them hay rides down in the south. Here we go towards the back, and the parking lot is all these rows to the right, and this entire field all the way back to the tree line. You can see the different posts and little gravel slits there to the right. Fire pit field will be to your left. This is what we call the first gap on the farm, Cedar Gap. Right goes to the old paintball park and the corn maze, but we're going to go straight here. This heads to the orchard area on our right, and the tractor drop-off area for the pumpkin patch and corn maze during the daytime is on the right as well. Here are some fig bushes on your right, and we have our first Christmas tree fields on the left. And this is our flower fields and pumpkin patches on the left. The flowers came up good. Zinnias did. The pumpkins not so good. We may actually disc those under and replant those this week, just because we don't have a good stand for whatever reason. And then the blueberries and blackberries are to the right. We've got more flowers on the left. They're doing really well. And we'll do a video on that this week and kind of go over the pumpkin and flower fields and kind of see what progress they're making specifically and get a little more detail on that. And there's a sunflower field here on the left. We're driving through the whole 120-acre farm here on this tour all the way to the very back. This is the haunted hayride route now. The daytime hayride does not go back through this gap that we're headed through now. This is the start of the haunted hayride route. Here is the back pasture, we call it, the back, very back, and you'll start to see kind of some haunted props and buildings. Everything, of course, is kind of stored away this time of year and put away. It's not out visible for the most part, but we do have some Christmas tree fields back here as well. So this is the witch or voodoo scene we're passing through. The first one we went through was a toxic scene. Of course, all the props were put away. Now we're headed down the hill towards the werewolf scene. You can see the werewolf cage on the right there for the haunted hayride. And we've got the very back loop now. So this is going to be where our back property line is on the left now as we drive up this tree line. And it's the back of the 120-acre. It's a big rectangle piece of property. And as we come up the hill here, this is the medical scene on the haunted hayride. More Christmas tree fields as well. These are fields number 10 to the right there, and then number 9 in the middle, and then number 8's back over the hill to the left. And you can see one disease tree there on the left as we pass by. This is the graveyard scene. Got another hearse for the haunted hayride prop. And then as we come up the hill between fields 9 and 10, Christmas tree fields, you can see the carnival scene on the haunted hayride. we're back passing the voodoo scene on the right now, and this is about to turn left right up here and go down towards the hillbilly scene. Hillbilly scene's a big hit. It's been a big hit for 30 years now. We've, of course, moved the haunted hayride. There's the berry field again on the right from the backside. Here's the hillbilly scene where they make the moonshine, quote unquote, for the haunted hayride. It's a big hit. Not really making moonshine revenues. Don't come after us. There's the pirate ship scene and Pirate Fort up to the right. We'll get into that another day, another video. This is tree field number 7 on our right. We've got 10 Christmas tree field blocks. Really 3 sets of 3. Fields 1 through 4 are really about the same size as the 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9, 10 blocks. We got pumpkins to the right. Again, this is the jack patches. They didn't do as good either. For some reason, the jacks didn't come up like they usually do. We may have to replant those as well, but the flowers to the right came up great. Good stand of zinnias, which is a big deal. People love to come take pictures with those. We got a big piles of firewood in front of us. We've been splitting, getting ready for the fall fire pit season. There's all the picnic tables, the 70-something picnic tables, about 75 of them we have for the private fire pits that we rent out to the public and use for the corporate events behind the big barn. And then we'll drive back to the old paintball shop where we used to have a paintball park for a long time back in the, it was about 98 to 2018 we had the paintball park, and it was a big thing for a long time, and it just kind of fizzled out. That's one of the old sheds from the paintball park. That's the shop, the new shop we call it. We keep a lot of the haunted props in there and Christmas lights, and I'll go in there and do a in-depth kind of show you what all the props are inside the off-season storage facility on another video. But here we go, heading back up. There's the garden on the right. Pretty big garden for the most part. Big enough for the restaurant, like we discussed in the previous video, for the barn. And then the corn maze, more flowers actually on the right, another flower field. And the corn maze is on the right. We've got the bees up here straight ahead, where we do actually keep bees on the farm and get the honey for the store to sell it at the gift store, the farm store, whatever you want to call it, up at the front. There's the corn maze to the right. We'll go into that one day too and kind of show you how that is set up and how we get that ready for fall. We'll take a right here through the kind of the corn maze and pumpkin depot drop-off loops where the queue lines are for those during the fall season. You can see field 5 Christmas trees. There's small trees on the right over there. Here's plum trees straight ahead. We've got peach trees on our left. And now we're going to head kind of back up towards the front where we came in. Gazebo field is on the right over there behind the tree line. We've got a pond right to the right in this area here. I don't get a good shot of it, but we can show you that on another video. And you can see the posts there, just a glimpse of them back just a little bit. That kind of showed where the new lightning bug stand is going to be. We've already set the post for it. And straight ahead here, we've got our equipment line. We've got our extra hayride trailers and all of our equipment that we use on the farm. Takes a lot of equipment to keep the farm up and going. And of course, we've got some posts set straight ahead there for a new little tractor depot stand, kind of a place to get out of the sun and the sprinkling rain when the tractor drivers and customers are waiting on the tractor. As we drive through the admission barn here, past all the pavilions and the playground areas, we're going to take a right and kind of go down and make a little loop through the back of the playground area and the fire pit field area. So all the fire pits are out in this field along the fire pit road, as we call it. This is the fire pit road going straight all the way up to the pond. That's the pond levee back up to the left. And you've got the giant slides here on the right and the kiddie zip lines. And right here on the left is the sand castle, we call it, with the big tractor tires filled with sand. So that's the pond levee right up the hill there. And that's Fire Pit Road, Gator Path. That's the Firefly stand that we discussed earlier, where we sell drinks and light up toys. And the zombie paintball chute is to the right down in the woods here. We'll go over that and do a video on that one day. And there's the new pumpkin house on the left that we're building right now for this fall. It's going to be a new feature. We're excited about that. Got a few other features we're going to be unveiling this fall. There's the petting zoo area straight ahead. And as we go by, the playground again on our left and the public fire pit on our right. And then straight ahead we've got picnic areas and pavilions, part of the restaurant area. And you can see the front of the silo stage. And this is the main barnyard, and there's the office on the left by the flagpole. And there is the animal barn, of course, and the farmhouse that we're replacing some rotting wood on and doing some painting. And as we pull up to the shop, this is my parking spot. Be sure to like and subscribe, and look forward to the next video, and comment if you have any questions or if you'd like to see something in our future videos. Thank you.